Deadpool is back, but this time, he's not just breaking the fourth wall. He's breaking timelines. From saving Logan to fighting multiverse chaos, this is the wildest ride Deadpool has ever taken. In 2018, Wade Wilson, known as Deadpool, utilized Cable's time travel device to journey from his universe, Earth 10005, to Earth 616, the sacred timeline of the Marvel Universe. His ambition was to join the Avengers and contribute to their heroic endeavors. However, his unconventional methods and chaotic nature led to a firm rejection. Disheartened, Wade returned to his own universe, destroyed the time machine, and ended his relationship with Vanessa Carlyle. By 2024, he had retired from his mercenary life and settled into a mundane existence as a used car salesman. On his birthday, Wade's routine was disrupted when agents from the Time Variance Authority TVA apprehended him. At the TVA headquarters, he met Mr. Paradox, who revealed that Wade's timeline was deteriorating due to the death of James Logan Howlett, the anchor being of that universe. Without Logan, the reality was collapsing. Determined to save his universe, Wade stole Paradox's TemPad, a device capable of traversing the multiverse, and embarked on a quest to find a variant of Logan who could restore stability. Wade's journey through alternate realities introduced him to various Logan variants, each with their own complexities. Eventually, he brought back a Logan who had survived the destruction of his own universe but was burdened by guilt and regret. Paradox, deeming this Logan unsuitable, pruned both Wade and Logan, casting them into the void, a realm of discarded realities. In the void, they encountered Johnny Storm, the Human Torch, who was swiftly killed by Cassandra Nova, a powerful telepath and the twin sister of Charles Xavier. Nova, having made a deal with the TVA, ruled the void with an iron fist. She attempted to undermine Wade's confidence, but he and Logan managed to escape her clutches. Their escape led them to a variant of Wade known as Nicepool, who provided them with a vehicle to reach the void's borderlands. There, they joined forces with a resistance group comprising Elektra Nachos, Blade, Remy LeBeau, and X-23, collectively known as the Others. Initially wary, the group eventually allied with Wade and Logan to combat Nova's tyranny. Logan, haunted by his past failures, was reluctant to join the fight. However, a heartfelt conversation with X-23 inspired him to embrace the cause. The climactic battle against Nova unfolded as they confronted her stronghold. Nova had mentally incapacitated Logan, leaving him vulnerable. Wade devised a plan to neutralize her powers by placing Juggernaut's helmet on her, blocking her psychic abilities. Logan, recovering from his incapacitation, persuaded Wade to remove the helmet, allowing Nova to heal. In gratitude, Nova used a sling ring from a Doctor Strange variant to open a portal back to Wade's timeline. Upon returning to Earth 10,005, they discovered Paradox preparing to use the Time Ripper, a device designed to erase entire timelines, to destroy Wade's collapsing reality. Nova, having tracked them through the portals, confronted Paradox and kidnapped him, seeking vengeance for his betrayal. A final confrontation ensued as Wade and Logan faced an army of Deadpool variants summoned by Paradox. The battle was intense, with Wade and Logan fighting to protect their reality. Nova seized control of the Time Ripper, intending to obliterate all timelines in a final act of revenge. Recognizing the dire threat, Wade and Logan made a sacrificial decision to disrupt the power flow of the Time Ripper, knowing it could cost them their lives. Their selfless act resulted in the destruction of the Time Ripper and the defeat of Nova, but they survived. The TVA's Hunter B-15 arrived to arrest Paradox, ending his dangerous schemes. With the immediate threat neutralized, the Resistance members were returned to their respective timelines at Wade's request. Logan was granted permission to stay in Wade's timeline, which now stabilized. Despite the chance for a fresh start, Logan learned from B-15 that his past, with all its pain and loss, was integral to his role as the anchor for Wade's timeline. Accepting this, Logan decided to retire and seek a peaceful life. Before departing, Wade introduced Logan and X-23 to his friends, reconnecting with his past life and finding closure. Encouraged by Logan's example of redemption and acceptance, Wade reconciled with Vanessa, mending their fractured relationship. The film concluded on a hopeful note as Logan prepared for a new chapter in his life, and Wade embraced a renewed sense of purpose and happiness. This film's story takes place 6 years after Deadpool 2. At the end of that movie, back in 2018, Wade Wilson used Cable's time machine not only to save his girlfriend from being killed, but also to make a few changes in other universes. After all that, Deadpool ended up in the main Marvel universe, i.e., the sacred timeline of Earth 616. There, he met Happy Hogan, who used to be Tony Stark's assistant, because Wade wanted to become an Avenger. However, his girlfriend had become frustrated with him since he never did anything meaningful. And once, he even got Vanessa killed. So now, Deadpool decided to use his powers for good and wanted to join the Avengers. But Happy rejected him because Wade only wanted to become an Avenger for his own benefit, not to help others. This made him quite upset. He returned to his own universe, Earth 10,005, destroyed Cable's time machine, and broke up with his girlfriend. After that, he quit his mercenary work as Deadpool. 6 years passed, and Wade started working in a car showroom with his friend Peter. Then one day, it was Wade's birthday, and all his friends came over to his house to celebrate. But during the party, a few TVA agents, the Multiverse Police, showed up and took Wade to the TVA headquarters. There, a man named Paradox told Wade that according to TVA records, he was destined to do something great in the future. That's why Paradox wanted to send him to the main Marvel universe to become a superhero. Wade got excited and even got a new Deadpool suit stitched. He told Paradox that he wanted to keep visiting his own universe occasionally. And first he wanted to meet his friends. But Paradox revealed that he couldn't return to his universe because it was about to be destroyed. The reason? The Logan Wolverine of that world was dead. And he was that universe's anchor being, a powerful individual that holds a universe together. With his death, that universe was now nearing its end. Usually, when an anchor being dies, it takes about 1,000 years for a universe to collapse. Back when He Who Remains ruled the TVA, such timelines were immediately erased. But after Loki created a new multiverse, the TVA stopped pruning timelines. However, Agent Paradox preferred the old method, and since he was made in charge of Deadpool's universe, he wanted to destroy it right away. Since the TVA no longer permitted that, Paradox decided to do it illegally. He started building a device called the Time Ripper, which could wipe out Deadpool's universe in a single strike. But first, He got Wade out of there for two reasons. One, the TVA system and senior officers wanted Wade to survive for a special purpose. And two, if Wade were present during his universe's destruction, he'd definitely try to stop it. That's why Paradox wanted to send Wade to the MCU. But once Deadpool learned his universe was about to be destroyed, he stole Paradox's temp pad, a device used for multiverse travel, and escaped back to his universe. He went to the place where Logan's grave was located, hoping he wasn't really dead, since Logan had healing powers. Wade dug up his grave, but found Wolverine's skeleton made of adamantium, which never decays. Meanwhile, the TVA agents arrived at Logan's grave while searching for Deadpool because he stole their temp pad and tampered with Logan's corpse. Deadpool fought the TVA agents using Wolverine's adamantium skeleton and defeated them. Then, he started jumping across multiple universes, meeting different versions of Wolverine. Wade hoped that if he brought a different universe's Wolverine into his own, that Wolverine could become the new anchor, being and save his universe. But none of the other Logans agreed. Some beat him up and threw him out. Eventually, Wade ended up in a universe where all the X-Men were dead. And that's how Deadpool and Wolverine didn't just save a universe, they saved each other. If you love this crazy multiversal adventure, hit that like button, smash subscribe, and stay tuned. Because in this timeline, things are just getting started.